HBO's Task depicts a unit of the FBI showcasing the strengths of the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the weaknesses. If you're still curious about the organization after watching the miniseries, check out these other shows. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is one of the big ones in America, along with the CIA and NSA. The organization is responsible for federal law enforcement in the United States, leading counterterrorism, counterintelligence, and criminal investigative initiatives. While cop shows have always been popular series, there are far fewer TV shows that deal specifically with the FBI, but those that exist are excellent. Duster, 2025. Image via Max. Duster premiered in July 2025 on Max and was sadly cancelled after just one season, with the usual explanation of low viewership given as the deciding factor. It's a shame because the series is quite good, with critics giving the show a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, with a lot of kudos going to the performances and aesthetics. The series stars Rachel Hilson as Nina Hayes, the first black woman agent in the FBI. It's 1972 in the American Southwest, and Hayes is after a crime syndicate boss by the name of Ezra Saxton, Keith David. She gets some assistance from a talented getaway driver named Jim Ellis, Josh Holloway. It's a stylish and exciting series filled with fantastic characters who get the tone of this throwback just right. Holloway, in particular, is doing some of his best work in recent memory, providing a rough charm that mixes well with the confident, though maltreated, Agent Hayes. The FBI, 1965 to 1974. Arguably, the TV show that popularized the idea of the FBI as the center of a police procedural. The FBI has a fairly basic plot, following a group of agents trying to protect America from national security threats. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. plays lead Inspector Louis Erskine, who also hosts the outros that appeared in some episodes. In these episodes, Zimbalist would note the real FBI's most wanted criminals of the day. The series had several notable guest stars over its 9 seasons, including Robert Duvall, Charles Bronson, Burt Reynolds, Harrison Ford, James Caan, Suzanne Pleshette, and Gene Hackman, just to name a few. The series was carefully vetted by the FBI, which took particular care to ensure no subversives were associated with the show. The FBI has burned its legacy in pop culture, even popping up in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where Rick Dalton, Leonardo DiCaprio, plays a villain in an episode. Fringe, 2008 to 2013. Fringe is a sci-fi thriller that's perfect for fans who are only mildly interested in the sci-fi genre because its real roots lie in the police procedural genre. Developed by J.J. Abrams, Alex Kurtzman, and Roberto Orci, Fringe is centered on the aptly named Fringe Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The Fringe Division consists of the driven but cold Olivia Dunham, Anna Torv, the classic mad scientist Walter Bishop, John Noble, and Walter's son, Peter, Joshua Jackson. Together, the trio investigates unexplained occurrences and cases that all appear to relate to a parallel universe. While Fringe starts out as a Monster of the Week type of TV series, it slowly transforms into a more serialized plot with a fascinating through line at its center. Fringe offers a similar depiction of the FBI as the X-Files, treating it as a shady organization, filled with key people who have others' best interests at heart. The X-Files, 1993 to 2018. Fox Mulder, David Duchovny, and Dana Scully, Gillian Anderson, may investigate the paranormal and the strange, but they are still agents under the purview of the FBI. The acclaimed sci-fi series is a procedural, like any other cop procedural, except that the monsters behind the crimes they investigate are often literal. Mulder is an ardent supernaturalist and the one who often believes that there is something paranormal afoot. Scully, on the other hand, is a learned medical doctor and a constant skeptic who always tries to find a logical reason behind the crimes they investigate. It makes for a highly engrossing and eventually, romantic, team. It's a series perfectly suited for the FBI ecosystem. If Mulder and Scully were part of a small-town police unit, the paranormal threats would feel existential, and the agents would seem less in control. As it is, they're the vanguard of the FBI, which makes it feel like they have all the power and confidence to confront frightening beings. Mindhunter, 2017 to 2019, Moviestills DB. Mindhunter is the brainchild of David Fincher and one of the best original series to ever be produced by Netflix. Based on the 1995 true crime book Mindhunter, inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit by John E. Douglas and Mark Alshaker, Mindhunter depicts the founding of the FBI's behavioral science unit. Not only was this a critical moment in criminal profiling, it's also the basis for basically any modern cop drama or FBI show. Jonathan Groff stars as Holden Ford and Holt McCallany stars as Bill Tench, two special agents in the FBI's BSU who begin interviewing and gathering a database on serial killers. Their thought is that if they can understand the psychology of these killers, they can apply it to current cases. It's a dark and atmospheric series with some incredible monologues from actors embodying terrifying murderers from history. Sadly, Mindhunter was cancelled after 2 seasons and probably isn't coming back.